Hello YouTube and the tribes of the horror realm. This is a video that I've been saying I was going to do for a long time. Just haven't got around to doing it because, well, to be really honest, it is kind of a pain in the neck sometimes to deal with these things, these posters, because they're really big. And not that I'm extremely tall individual, but I'm actually, as I'm photographing this, I'm standing on a step stool just so I can get the whole poster in frame. What these are is my small collection of French large posters, and large meaning these things are about 4 feet by just over 5 feet tall. So they're definitely space killers, and something that'd be really tough to get framed up just because the cost to do something that large. Anyways, I'm just going to run through them real quick, and of course my lovely wife will just move them out of the way as we go. The first one here, certainly not a horror film, but it's a really cool film, and that is To Live and Die in L.A. This is a William Friedkin film with Willem Dafoe, William Peterson, just a fantastic police drama. Really oozes the 80s feel to it, so who knows, maybe we can talk Teresa into reviewing the film for her awesome 80s. So that's To Live and Die in L.A. Next one is actually was a childhood favorite of mine growing up, which is kind of funny because it's a PG movie and it's not as graphic as you would think, but this is, of course, John Frankenheimer's Prophecy, the one about the mutant bear and the eco problems in the world and such. But when this came out, this was kind of a frightening film, and it was one that when I had Fangoria magazine with that on the cover, it was like my favorite magazine for a while. So I'm kind of enjoying having Prophecy. Speaking of favorites, anyone that's really, spent some time watching my videos knows that I'm a total fiend for critters. I love the critter films. And one of my things is to pick up critters posters whenever I can. And, this happens to be one of them, the French large poster. Something that we haven't seen, it hasn't been used in the United States at all, this artwork. Obviously quite misleading because the critters are certainly not that large compared to the other characters in the films, but who cares? It's a cool poster.
It's due to the poster. It has to be.
Right. Plus, I mean, this would be a boring one if it was just the original US 1 sheet. And title may not have been recognizable as she moved the sheet, but the poster art is, because it is really one of the cool posters of its time, and that is, of course, Fright Night, which is just an absolute awesome film. Really didn't have to be remade, and I don't think it can be topped. I think Chris Sarandon did a really strong performance as Jerry Dandridge, and just an all-around great film, and the sequel's excellent as well. Here's a little-known film, Retribution. Les Forces du Mal. So I guess that would be the bad forces or something like that. But I don't know, not much to say about that. A lot of people, I'm sure, wouldn't know that one. Weekend du Terror. Can you guess what it is? How about now? Yeah, I know, you're probably looking at the picture and it's like, oh, Amy Steele is it? But it's actually, it is Amy Steele, but this is, of course, April Fool's Day. Another different type of poster here. This is one that was never really used in the United States, but this is the John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. Kind of a creepy visage at the top. So a little different from what they would use in the States. You know, I sometimes can get these at, oh.
This is one too many.
Alright. One too many. And that one, of course, is The Fly 2. Not the greatest film, compared to the original, but again, sometimes I can get, I'm able to just happen upon deals with these things, and I don't think these type of posters, I'll set this to you, are as desirable with mainstream collectors because of their size. You know, unless you're just going to tack it on the wall, and I'm not a big tack it on the wall guy. I like to have my stuff framed. It just becomes a logistic nightmare. But for some reason, I just managed to buy them and have them. Really cool cover, cool artwork. Of course, this is Motel Hell. Just love that artwork with the heads about to get snapped by the tractor pull there. No translation necessary. Of course, this is the original house. I mean, I actually thought about getting this thing signed at one point by Bill Cat, but decided against it because it just would kind of flounder. But it's, again, a great image. You know, it's not very busy. You got just this disembodied hand with...
I haven't seen this movie yet.
Okay, you can see it. Anytime you want, just let us know. So that's house. And Desi Gentils Petit Mostes. What is that? The Children. Is it a good movie? No, not really. But hey, whatever. I have a poster. This is how bad it is. I'll show you. This last one coming up. Star Trek First Contact. I'm not even a Star Trek fan. But I figured I could use this maybe to entice it. Either I was going to resell it maybe on eBay or something, or trade it off to someone for something else, you know. I'm always interested in trading for posters or memorabilia that interests me versus not. And I'm not a Trekkie at all, so. But I know there's legions of them out there, so I grabbed it. So if you know anyone that's interested in a 5-foot Star Trek poster, you know, let them know. Look me up. So that's it for the posters. As you can see, Teresa folds them up to pretty good sized posters. I mean, and that's why they tend to be a bit of a pain to do. So thank you very much.